A very common client question that we get when we are initially preparing someone for a divorce case is, what type of financial division of assets are we talking about? Generally speaking, all assets that are acquired during the life of the marriage are considered marital property and subject to division by the courts. But if there are properties or assets that are acquired before your marriage, generally speaking, that should remain separate property. That means that any houses or real estate that you might have owned prior to getting married will still be your asset after divorce. But it's not always that simple, because then you run into the property has increased in value during the term of the marriage, especially longer term marriages. And the value of the separate property that has increased. So if the base value was 100,000 and now it's worth 200,000, that $100,000 change in value during the life of the marriage is actually considered marital property. So even though you may have owned a house or a car prior to your marriage, odds are that there's going to be a marital element for that increase in value that needs to be divided between the parties. There are also situations involving trusts and estates, inheritances that can be very complicated, and that there are many other situations that are difficult to understand without an attorney. Retirement assets, bonuses, that sort of thing. It's very important to speak with an attorney about what is considered separate property versus marital property during the division of assets. Even low value divorce cases run into these issues, especially if the property cannot be separated in an agreeable manner to both spouses.